Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemons, filling in for Eric Voss while he's out on paternity leave, and some recent set photos from Deadpool 3 have us wondering if the MCU version of the Fantastic Four could be making their debut in the upcoming Deadpool film. Ooh. And of course, a big old spoiler warning for everything we'll talk about today in case any of it comes true, because y'all know I'm Miss Cleo, an imposter. Also, yes, we're going over those set photos. I have nothing but love for my king. I'm just relaying the news. It's my job. Don't be upset with me, Mr. Blake Lively. I'll call them Deadpool scoops. I'll do whatever you want. Just don't be mad at me. And before we dive into it, be sure to check out nerdriot.shop to get the latest and greatest in New Rockstars merch. And if you're looking to get something special for the nerd in your life this holiday season, be sure to order before December 11th to receive your items before Christmas. Grabbing some merch from nerdriot.shop is a great way to support the channel and all the awesome work we do. I'm also wearing it right now. Isn't it cute? This right here. You can get it in different colors and it's perfect. Long sleeves. I love them. Okay, into the video. Ryan Reynolds recently posted his opinions of the leaked set photos that have been taken and released widely on the internet. He mentions using real natural environments, using practical effects opposed to being indoors. It's not a surprise people have already been able to spoil some of the surprises already since they're shooting those bits outdoors. He hopes social channels and websites will hold back on showing these images before they're ready. To which I say, again, this video contains spoilers, leaked set photos, most we've seen before. I'm just doing my job. I'm relaying what I know. I'm relaying the news, and I still respect and love Ryan Reynolds dearly. He even knows Big Disney is watching and paying for all of this. And I love that he made fun of Quibi like he did like right here. It's such a really weird niche. I don't think people actually know what the Quibi logo even looks like. But also, I love all of those leaked photoshopped ones that he actually posted on Twitter. And I wish the Predator would show up in Deadpool 3. One of the biggest announcements fans anticipate from Marvel is the cast for the upcoming Fantastic Four film, currently slated to be released May 2nd, 2025. Matt Shakman is directing the film. The original writers for the film are Jeff Kaplan and Ian Springer, but in March 2023, Josh Friedman was brought in to do rewrites on the script. All of this was before the writers and actors struck over the summer and fall, so we're still waiting to see if any additional changes have been made to the production team. The film is scheduled to start shooting next month in January for my birthday. It's like a little gift for me. But what does all of this have to do with Deadpool 3? I'm glad you asked. And this is where we'll be getting into some of those leaked set photos. So if you don't want to see those photos, turn away now. This is like my third time warning you. Some Deadpool 3 set photos appeared online this week that showed some interesting vehicles being driven around Mad Max style. One of these vehicles really caught our attention. It's this little guy right here. This weird vehicle has a unique design, but most notably, at the very front, there appears to be a 4 between the headlights. Regardless, who do we know that loves the number 4? The Fantastic Four, of course. And Marvel's first family loves to travel in style, often seen using the Fantastic Car. There have been many iterations of the Fantastic Car over the years, but most designs have the feature of being able to split into 4 separate vehicles. The image taken from the set could be one of those vehicles, and its retro-futuristic design means it could be straight from the 60s version of the Fantastic Four. They may even edit out the wheels in post and have the ship hovering around like Luke Skywalker's land speeder. We don't know when in time the MCU's Fantastic Four film will be set. There were rumors last year that the film could be set in the 1960s. Maybe that's the case for this film, or maybe that rumor was tied to what we will see in Deadpool 3. Now, this sequence could be set in a place like the Void. There has been speculation that Deadpool 3 will have connection to the TVA, with Matthew McFadden joining the cast in his role rumored to be tied to the TVA. And Wade Wilson's time-hopping antics at the end of Deadpool 2 would have certainly grabbed the attention of the TVA. If it is the Void, then that could mean it's just a pruned Fantastic Car and we'll never see the Fantastic Four. Or it could be a situation where we see yet another multiversal version of the Fantastic Four, similar to how John Krasinski jumped into the role of 838 Reed Richards for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but that's no fun. Instead, what if this is Marvel's way of introducing the official cast? Marvel has made moves like this before, introducing Black Panther and Spider-Man and Captain America Civil War before their solo films.
You wouldn't start your car without gas in the tank, and I will not start my brain without coffee in my belly. It's non-negotiable. And I'll be honest, my old system of just trusting a pod to get it right was never great. Whether I'm at home or on the road, I need coffee and I need it to be good. AeroPress good. AeroPress is like a French press, but better. It combines the best of several brew methods for a completely unique and delicious flavor profile. Smooth, rich, and full body. No bitterness, no grit. And it's portable, so once you get your AeroPress, it can come with you everywhere. From San Francisco to Burbank to San Francisco to Burbank. You get the idea. It's compact, durable, and single-handedly responsible for saving me from bad hotel coffee. Just add grounds, pour in hot water, stir for 5 seconds, brew for 30 seconds, and then press into a mug, and you're good to go. In less than 2 minutes, you've got a perfect cup of coffee and a clean AeroPress. It's great. AeroPress is the best reviewed coffee press on the planet with more than 55,000 5-star reviews, so if you're looking for a good stocking stuffer for your crew's coffee connoisseur, look no further. AeroPress is shockingly affordable, less than $50. And we've got an incredible offer for our audience. Visit AeroPress aeropress.com/newrockstars. That's aeropress.com/newrockstars to save up to 20%. It's time to ditch the drive-thru, toss the French press, and say yes to better mornings fueled by better coffee. AeroPress ships to the USA and over 60 countries around the world, and we thank AeroPress for sponsoring this video.
If Fantastic Four goes into production next month, there's still plenty of time to squeeze them into Deadpool 3, which is coming to theaters July 26, 2024. It's Marvel's only scheduled theatrical release for 2024, and if that remains the case, why not make it huge with the inclusion of Marvel's first family? Perhaps it's even the Fantastic Four who saved Deadpool and properly bring him into 616, or maybe it's the other way around and it's the Fantastic Four who are stuck in the void and Deadpool is the one who saves them. That could be the explanation as to why the Fantastic Four have not appeared in the MCU up until this point. He Who Remains could have pruned the Fantastic Four as part of his manufactured sacred timeline, banishing them from 616 as we know. Or maybe one of Reed Richards' experiments went awry and instead of winding up somewhere like the Negative Zone, they found themselves trapped in the void. We'll have to wait until Deadpool 3 drops to find out for sure, but so many theories could be made here. Let me know what you guys think in the comics. We found some other very interesting things in these set photos. This beautiful car that looks like it was modified to look like a horrible death machine from Mad Max, but this car must be the Ford Flathead 32 Roadster that Tony Stark owned and worked on in the first Iron Man movie and the last left in his original collection of cars we see in Iron Man 2. They are identical, but the bottom-like ridges and double-back tires resemble Red Skull's 1942 V16 coupe. There's a possibility that if this is the Void, the people used leftover car parts, Red Skull's and Tony's, to make this machine. So Red Skull and Tony's stuff might have ended up in the Void for some reason. The vehicle itself has a gun that resembles the Hydra cannon, so this baby is also prepared to kill. It also has this gnarly looking cannon on the side that could be a repurposed Hydra weapon. The more I look at all of this, it feels like this scene has to be a parody of Mad Max meets Furiosa meets Dune. Furiosa and Dune 2 will have been out for at least 2 months when Deadpool 3 drops. We know everyone's pumped for it. Deadpool loves these kind of jokes too. He's made fun of himself in the post-credit scenes for Deadpool 2, so watch more funny references like that make their way through. Maybe Ryan auditioned for Mad Max and didn't get in, and so he's making fun of it. Who really knows? Another image we saw was the cupcake van from Moon Knight. It's certainly spliced with something, I just don't know what it is. It feels like compared to the other cars, this is their version of the war rig, but like the Tony Stark and Red Skull car, it's so interesting to make this the vehicle that makes its way into Deadpool 3, and it's not like Ant-Man's van from Endgame. That would be literally insane if it was. If this is the Void, Moon Knight's ice cream truck was pruned, but if this is a post-apocalyptic universe, it's cool to see that Moon Knight, or at least Arthur Harrow's goons, have somewhat left an impression. There are a ton of other images that were released of other characters that we've spoken about in other videos, other smaller vehicles and background actors, but these images stood out for us and we wanted to talk about them and their implications or the reasoning behind them being in Deadpool 3 to begin with. My fingers are crossed on this being a quick Mad Max inspired scene, but could you imagine if the Fantastic Four were introduced here? It would be madness. It'd create nothing but chaos. And that's it for my little video on the Fantastic Four entering the MCU via Deadpool 3 and all the surprises we can expect. I love you, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, I really love you. I love Deadpool. Please don't be mad at me for sharing all these images. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lulu_Clemons. Follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. See you on the other side.